So today was all about, well, mainly about planning the menu actually, or sort of doing a bit of a trial menu for the reopening of the piano boat, which is happening in about 6 weeks' time, which is kind of exciting.
Oh.
She's not so sure because she is going to get shut in a room when this happens, much to her disgruntlement. The two of them probably don't enjoy the cruises so much. So I was testing out one of my potential canopies, which I think we've come to some conclusion that it was okay, but it needs a bit of work. The concept works, but there is room for improvement. I'm having a first attempt at making orange and thyme profiteroles.
Very nice.
So I'm sort of trying to work out how to make it taste like orange and thyme. It can't be that bad because it's going to have sugar in, so
yeah,
even if it's terrible, we get to eat it anyway.
Yeah, sugar and cream and orange zest.
It's not going to be terrible. It's whether I can improve on it. So, hopefully the orange and thyme profiteroles, but I do need to make them smaller, I think. Mini apple tart bites.
Yes.
Or just let's call them mini apple tarts, which should look quite nice with a little like sliced apple on top. And then something which I did for the afternoon teas, which is nice in the winter actually, which is like a phyllo pastry with a kind of chestnut filling and then cream and caramelized pecans on top, which was like, I didn't expect it to be as good as it was. I think it's the best thing I have ever eaten.
I think your guests are going to be full on these enormous profiteroles.
No, that's just you and me today. Yeah. I know, I definitely have to do them a bit smaller. But it's crazy how much they expand. I mean, those little blobs were teaspoon sized. It will be a different type of cruise, a new type of cruise that has not happened before, and we'll have short moments of music, hence the name Moment Musical, which is a reference to Rachmaninoff, and of course the boat is called Rachmaninoff. That was Masa's composer of choice for a lot of his professional work, and we'll have kind of short, I don't want to call them performances because it's more of a sharing of music within this space, because it's not, you know, with the number of people that we have for cruises, I don't want it to feel formal. I want it to feel like people are here to experience the music, to get to know the performer, and it should feel like by the end of the cruise everybody has sort of had this joint experience and they're all a part of it. And I think quite often when we would do events, people would get to know each other quite well by the end, because you know, you just get chatting and you're here for 4 hours, you know, you're kind of watching the scenery go by, listening to the music. So interspersed with that we'll have drinks and canapes. So it's, yeah, there's a lot to think about, but I am conscious of having to kind of start early with the planning because there's a lot that I need to get my head around. And 6 weeks is not very long at all. It will
No,
go
it
very
isn't.
quickly. No.
Yeah.
I loved the feeling of running the cruises before when we did it. And that feeling of creating something that's a little bit special and kind of very much in that moment, and something that won't be recreated in exactly the same way ever again. That was pretty special, I think. Actually, I used to say to Masa that my favourite, this is terrible actually, but my favourite time of the day, this is totally not related to that, was actually when all the cleaning up had been done at the end of the day, because it was like a 12-hour day. So 7 o'clock we'd finish, so the cruise would be done at 5, take a couple of hours to clear up, and then you'd just sit down and there's this feeling of silence. Just that, no, stay here. That feeling of silence at the end of the day was really nice. But that's not to say that I didn't enjoy it. That was because all of that had been done. And I guess there's a sense of achievement in that as well. Settle down.
Can
But-
you introduce us to your
Oh, this
co-host?
is Elizabeth. This is Lady Elizabeth, who likes her unhappiness at most things to be known in a very vocal kind of way. She's quite a whiny old lady, except she's not old. She's got a very grumpy voice.
There you
Got
go.
whiskers in
Oh.
Put you down now. No? Okay. Put you down.
Oh. She loves you. No, don't put me down. Please don't put me down.
That's fine.
I'm gonna put her in the oven.
Oh God. This video has taken a dark turn. Right, I really am going to put you down now.
No.
Oh.
No. Please.
Go. No.
No.
This is ridiculous.